Hey everyone, I'm Big John, and welcome to another episode of the Diz Ability Show live. Uh, this week, I want to talk to you about uh, rainy day tips. Now, there are days at Disney when the weather does not want to be your friend, especially in the summertime when they have a midday thunderstorm almost every day. But it's quick. It's usually quick. But there are many different ways you can beat the weather. For example, you can duck in at an indoor location in the parks until the weather clears up. Another thing you can do is arrive at the parks prepared. You can do that by packing rain gear, I'm sorry, in your backpack. You know, like an umbrella or a poncho, or in my mom's case, 30 ponchos. Uh, but in any case, if you're going to Disney, be prepared in case it gets rainy. So anyway, that's my tip. As always, if you have any questions on how to do this for people with disabilities, let me know in the comments or in the chat if you're watching this live, and I'll make sure it gets to a future episode. Now it's time for this week's Top 5. Just like the restaurants at Walt Disney World, the restaurants at Disneyland Resort are also amazing. So this week we're going to cover my top 5 restaurants at the Disneyland Resort. Now keep in mind, these are both quick service and table service and buffet restaurants. Number 5, the Wine Country Trattoria at Disney's California Adventure. This beautiful restaurant overlooks the entranceways into Pixar Pier and Cars Land, and it's very beautiful. The food was great. Can't remember what I had, whether it was chicken or pizza, but it was still a great restaurant. We ate outside. We got our we we somehow convinced my sister to spend that day in the park with us. Uh, but yeah, it's a great restaurant. It's very beautiful, and I do it again if we ever went back to California. Number 4, Flo's VA Cafe in Cars Land. So this is perhaps one of the best themed quick service locations in the park, because you actually enter Flo's VA Cafe, which you've seen many times in the Cars movies, and I am a huge Cars fan. I have almost every single Cars video game Disney's ever made, and it's just awesome. I mean, you step in there and you see pictures of Flo back from the days when she was in a girl group, and it it just kind of gets you into the atmosphere of Radiator Springs. Number 3, the Golden Horseshoe Saloon in Frontierland at Disneyland Park. Now, this place is great, a great quick serve inside the Golden Horseshoe, which used to house the Golden Horseshoe Review, which was the longest running thing at Disneyland. And I learned everything I know from comedy by watching in, in videos of Wally Bogue perform this show. I mean, and Wally Bogue even appeared in an episode of The Muppet Show. If you don't believe me, it's on Disney Plus. It it's amazing. I mean, because Wally Bogue was one of my comedy heroes, along with Steve Martin, who also used to work at Disneyland, by the way, uh, in the magic shop. But yeah, great food there, and I believe it's almost the same size as the Diamond Horseshoe at the Magic Kingdom. So it was great. Number two, Alien Pizza Planet in Tomorrowland at Disneyland. So when we ate at Alien Pizza Planet, it sort of gave me vibes to back when Hollywood Studios had their Pizza Planet, except the Disneyland Pizza Planet doesn't have a video arcade. So yeah, I but yeah, it was great. It the food there is awesome, and you could eat right outside, and see and look at all the people walking around Tomorrowland, and see the dead people mover tracks. I hope Disneyland decides to do something with their people mover. Well, with D23 around the corner, you never know. I mean, 7 months away, you never know. And my number one restaurant at the Disneyland Resort, Goofy's Kitchen at the Disneyland Hotel. Now, just like Chef Mickey's at the Contemporary, this is a character buffet, but I think Goofy's Kitchen is better than Chef Mickey's for the following reasons. Number one, it has better theming. Number two, it's a lot bigger. And number three, the ambiance. I mean, you don't get a lot of Mickey, but that's not a bad thing. But it's one of the few things at Disneyland where the spotlight is on Goofy, which is great because sometimes Mickey could use a break and some help from his friends. You know what I mean? So anyway, let me know in the chat or in the comments if you have ever been to Disneyland, and if so, what is your favorite restaurant there? And now it is time for Diz or Dat. So, on both coasts, you can join Buzz Lightyear on a mission to save the galaxy from the evil Emperor Zurg. At the Magic Kingdom, it's Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, which is the original, and for some reason the voice of Zurg is different from in the movies and in the animated TV show, which is still not on Disney Plus. And at Disneyland, it's Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blasters, which is pretty much the same ride, except you can remove the blasters from their stands, and the movement is a bit harder. So anyway, let me know in the chat or in the comments which Buzz Lightyear ride is your favorite. Diz, Space Ranger Spin, or DAT, Astro Blasters. So yesterday was the last day for the Country Bear Jamboree at the Magic Kingdom. Because today it has begun, it will begin its transformation into the Country Bear Musical Jamboree, which is slated to open this summer. Now, and the Bears will be singing country versions of classic Disney songs. Now, so with that going on, and the progress that is quickly coming on Tiana's Bayou Adventure, what does that mean for Frontierland? for those of you who don't know, when Disney announced the closing date for the Country Bears, they said stay tuned for more updates regarding Frontierland. Which I believe, and what I'm sure everyone else believes in the Disney community, has something to do with their Beyond Big Thunder projects. So, during the past couple D23 eParks conferences, Disney has talked about plans of expanding the Magic Kingdom beyond Big Thunder. Now, what could that mean? Could we be getting a Frontierland expansion? Or maybe we could be getting Coco or Encanto, but of course Encanto is sort of in the works for Animal Kingdom, which I must say again, does not fit. But I digress. But yeah, what is Disney's plan? I mean, could Coco be coming to the park? Or could fans finally get the Villains Land that they've been wanting for years? I don't know, like I said, D23 is 7 months away. So, are we just gonna have to sit back and wait till then? We probably will. But I'm sure we'll all be excited once we hear what Disney has planned. Because you never know what the Imagineers have rolled up their sleeves. So anyway, that's our show. As always, if you have any questions on how to do this for people with disabilities, let me know in the chat if you're watching this live, or in the comments if you're watching this later, and I'll make sure it gets to do a future episode. For this week's shoutouts, make sure you guys check out Samantha Lowe. She has been doing videos of the Disney on Broadway concert series during Festival of the Arts at Epcot. Definitely check her out. Also, make sure you guys check out my buddy Beth over at Beth's Disney Adventures. She actually went to the Magic Kingdom yesterday for the final Country Bear. She didn't stream, but she will have a video on her channel. So definitely check that out. Also, make sure you guys check out Fresh Baked for the latest and greatest from Disneyland. And also make sure you guys check out Nate, aka Paging Mr. Morrow. He does amazing vlogs from the parks each and every week. Definitely check him out as well. If you haven't subscribed here yet to the Big John Network, what in the Walt Disney World are you waiting for? It's free. And ding the bell for notifications so you never miss a second of the fun. And until next time, may the mouse be with you.